Enchantments can be confusing and a little bit scary when trying to take them on and figure them out. Today, we're going to be doing a total breakdown on how enchantments work, what enchantments I choose, and we're actually going to be going into a bunch of enchantment upgrades. Okay, we're going to be looking at, I think we buy, I don't know, we might buy upwards of 10 new enchantments today on our 2 different legendary equipments, and just keep getting better and better with every buy. So if you guys are curious, stay tuned, grab your coffee, grab your device, and let's head on down to Game by the Beach. Welcome back once again, fellas. We're going to be jumping into a long-awaited video here, at least for me, I know for some of you as well, where we're going to be talking about some of the best enchantments that you can go for, okay? And I think enchantments can be a little bit confusing, so we're going to go through an entire breakdown on what enchantments are, how do they look, how do you use them, and which ones you should select. So first and foremost, if you guys go over to the basic knowledge, right? Okay, so we're going to go top right. Knowledge base is actually what it's called, knowledge base. We're going to scroll all the way down here to enchantments. This is the basic synopsis on what enchantments are, right? A special item affects an effect a particular faction. At the Forge, you can use essence to pick an enchantment for an item with a rare rank or higher. To do this, you need a special enchantment. Ritual mode, like the puzzle, I think that's what that's talking about. Enchantments can also be awaken an enchantment for essence that works for the item. Several identical enchantments on a single faction works in synergy. Okay. So this is the simple breakdown on what an enchantment actually is. But let's talk about not what an enchantment is, but what are the enchantments. Okay, so if we go to the next one, this is what it is. Enchantment effects. So as of right now, I only have one enchantment on one of my equipment. And you know what? I don't think you can get an enchantment on your heroic equipment, right? For my amulet, I only have a rank 3, level 3 epic amulet. Okay, and that's because I don't have one that's both Dark Domain and Kingdom of Light, so I don't really have one that I've wanted to put a bunch of time into. So the 2 that I rock with are a legendary mage robes as well as a legendary spear. Okay. We already have an enchantment on my mage robes. We have no enchantments on our spear. So what we're going to be looking to today is trying to see if there's a little bit better of an enchantment for our mage robes and getting our first ever enchantment on our spear. But let's break it down, right? So we got Foundling, Wrath. I think right now, which one do I have? I think right now I have Battle Thrill. After killing a monster, there's a certain chance that a critical damage will temporarily increase in the synergy. Okay. Not too bad. You can actually base pretty strongly on how effective an enchantment is by the level. These ones are, I don't remember if they go by like common, rare, epic, or whatever, but these are the more common enchantments. Dragon hunting. If a faction unit kills a boss or mini-boss, the mana received from them increases. Foundling 2, Enchanted Monster. Enchanted Monster, after a faction, so we actually see Enchanted Monster a lot. I think we should probably pick out at least a couple of them that we really want to go for. That's not necessarily the legendary enchantments, because I don't really expect to get a legendary enchantment. And here's a little small thing that people may or may not know. You have a better chance of getting a higher level enchantment if your equipment is a higher level also. Okay, so my legendary spear is a 6, level 6, I think. My magic and my mage robes, it's over 10. I want to say it's 13, something like that. So we should have a better chance using mage robes to get a higher level enchantment. Okay, but Enchanted Monsters, after faction, unit kills a monster, there's a certain chance that it will summon an enchanted monster on the other player's path. Enchanted monsters cannot be slowed. Pretty cool. Wrath 2 temporarily increases a faction unit's damage after it appears. Abundance. Battle Thrill 2. What's Abundance here? When a faction unit reaches the 5th merge rank, permanently increases its damage. The effect also activates on the 6th and 7th merge ranks and disappears when the unit's merge rank decreases. Interesting. That's pretty cool. Enchanted Monster 2. So Counterspell. This is what most people would say. And if we were going to make like a tier list or something of what are the best ones, Counterspell is definitely up there. Counterspell is really up there. Okay. After a faction unit kills a boss or mini boss, there's a certain chance that the negative effects will be removed from one allied unit while one of the opponent's units will be stunned for 15 seconds. So not only is it potentially removing a negative effect, but it's also stunning your opponent's board. Anything that's negatively affecting your opponent and positively affecting you is great, right? And that's why it's a counter, right? Now we're going into the really good ones, right? Morally Gray. When another player uses a heroic ability, the damage dealt by all your faction units is increased. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. I don't really look at what people are using necessarily. Maybe we should. Maybe we're actually, because you know what? I was planning on making this like a longer video and just going a deep dive. Why don't, after I go through all of these, we take a look at the battle results or whatever the heck, and look at what some of the top tier players are using for their enchantments. I think that's a good way to go about it. Yep. Okay. Generosity. So here's 6 and okay. Generosity. After a unit from this faction is stunned, there's a certain chance that the part of the mana spent will be returned. Oh, summoned. Sorry, not stunned. Summoned. The mana will be returned. That's definitely worthwhile. Counterspell 2. Faction unit kills a boss. There'll be a certain chance. Stunning for 20 seconds. That's pretty cool. And then Pocket Curse. We all know how Pocket Curse works, right? It's essentially a shaman. So we would definitely take any of those. Morally Gray, Counterspell. Honestly, I think Enchantment... Enchanted Monster, I think I would take. Abundance is pretty cool. Wrath is pretty cool. We have Battle Thrill right now. Pocket Exhaustion, temporarily exhausted. Exhaustion Zone appears on the other player's field. Yeah, that doesn't really do a whole lot. Let's take a peek. This is the Enchantment Ritualist, if anyone's curious. You just kind of... I don't think we're going to have to do any of those. We might have to do one for the spear, but let's take a peek, right? So... Battle history. So if we go to like League 6 right now, because it's still pretty early in the season. So we've got some people at 4,300 crit over here. Let's take a peek at this guy. So this guy's rocking Pocket Curse. He's got Counterspell and Counterspell. Okay. Interesting. Let's look at this guy. Pocket Curse, Exhaustion, as well as Battle Thrill 2. So that's pretty nice. Okay. Let's keep going. Let's keep going, because I think you get 3 options, I believe. Maybe I'll put a timestamp in for you guys who just want to see me enchant some stuff. But I think it's pretty good to go through all these different things and just take a look, right? Is that the same guy I was looking at? No, that was somebody else. Okay, let's look at this guy. So he's got Counterspell. He's got Morally Gray, okay? And he's also got Generosity, okay? Pretty cool. Let's go down a little bit. Let's go to, so that was League 6. Let's go to League 5. Let's see, now we're a little bit more in our realm. Still 4,300. This guy's 2,800. Let's see what a 2,800 guy is doing here. 2,800, he's got Morally Gray, Abundance, as well as Counterspell. Okay. He does have a max Demon Hunter. Anything else? Oh, what the heck is that guy running? Counterspell, Abundance. All right. I think we have at least a little bit of enough information here. Let's go on over. So you go here, you go to Forge, and you have the 4 at the bottom that you can choose from, right? So you go to Enchantment. Mine's already there. And I think to start, we're just going to go here. So what we have already is... Here, I'm going to back out again. I'm sorry. We already have Battle Thrill. Has a 1% chance of increasing the crit damage of a unit from this faction by 3% for 10 seconds after you kill a monster. So it doesn't even last. So there is the potential, the possibility that when we try and switch, it's going to stay. Like if we don't find a better option, we might stay, right? But we got 1850 enchantment, essence, right? Level 13, level 6. So to unlock an enchantment, it's 400. To change an enchantment, it's only 200. And again, you could use that 200 and still not end up choosing to change, right? But let's go right into it. Let's do it. Change enchantment. Let's do 200. I want to see what else we get. You can cancel your selection, but you will lose your essence. Do you want to change your enchantment on this item? Yeah. Let's see what we can do. Let's look at it. Wish us luck. So we have Wrath 2 or Gust. So Battle Thrill, I think, is a common. Wrath 2, I believe is a rare. After a unit from this faction appears on the field, its damage is increased by 15% for 20 seconds. Again, I don't really like the ideas of it's a temporary thing, but Wrath 2 is definitely better than Battle Thrill 1. Let's see what Gust is. Gust, when units of this faction merge, the attack speed of 2 random units increase by 5% for 10 seconds. I think that's an easy choice. We're going to go Wrath 2 here, which I'm actually pretty excited about. So we can either apply it, or we can retry for another 200. So the question is, to me, I think it's a better selection already, right? The question for me is, if I retry, can I keep Wrath 2 and then select 2 others? And if I press apply, can I then only still spend 200 to get to... Let's apply it. I'm going to apply it first. So it's still only 200 if I wanted to change it again. We've got 1650. Let's take another peek. Let's take a peek under the hood, fellas. And guys, if you are, guys and girls and whoever, if you are enjoying this video, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, like the video. If you want to help support the channel, the best possible way to do so, while also mutually benefiting you, is whenever you make an in-game purchase, make sure you guys are going through My Games rather than in-game in the Rush Royale app. Go through My Games, use code BEACH, and you're going to be able to get a 10% discount on the Premium Pass, as well as 10% more crystals, gems, platinum. It might not be platinum. Crystals and gems, maybe. So there's no reason not to go through My Games. Leave me a funny message. I always love reading them. They crack me up, right? But go on over to My Games. Link is in the description, as well as a link explaining how to use it, explaining how to use my code. But it's the best possible way to enable me to continue making the content that you guys enjoy so much. But let's do it one more time. We've got 1650 now. I was going to let that enchantment sit forever. So let's do it again. And we can keep it again if we want to. Enchantment 200. Let's see what we get. So we got Pocket Exhaustion and Foundling. So definitely not. Okay, I want to keep my Wrath. Keep my Wrath. Wrath 2. And I think we're gonna go into our Spear. So we got 1450. We can at least get a couple of chances to do our Spear. And if we get something that we really, really like, potentially we'll go back to Mage Robes and see if we can change anything around. But let's do it, okay? Enchantment on our Spear. Let's do it. So higher tier of the item increases your chance of getting a legendary enchantment. That's fine. I'm not getting... It's not like I'm waiting to get my Spear at a high level. I level that bad boy up as soon as I get whatever I need, right? As soon as I get... What are they called? Shards? I forget. Whatever they are, I do them as soon as I can. Higher tier of the item. Yep. Build an energy circuit from the source to the receiver. Okay, cool. We're going to do this. Nice. Tap to rotate. Complete the ritual before the time runs out. Last time I did this, it was pretty simple. So let's go. So we got to do... Where's it coming from? Oh, so we got to do this. What? I don't know what I'm doing. 25 seconds. Hold on. So we got to go here. Let's do it this way. Yeah, I figured it out. Okay, we figured it out. Victory! It took us a little while, but we got there. Okay, I just had to go from the other one because the other one was confusing me because of the other things. Okay, press continue. Here we go. Enchantment, baby. Come on now. And we got Battle Thrill 2, actually. Is that what we got? No. We got Wrath 2 is the other one, right? So we got Pocket Exhaustion. as well as Gust. So we don't really care about those. I guess we're going Pocket Thrill too, which I don't mind, guys, right? And this is on Dark Domain. That's fine. So we've got Wrath and Pocket and Battle Thrill. I say we at least do one more enchantment for our spear. And then if we're going to keep on spending our enchantments, our essence, that is, we might as well kind of focus on our mage robes because we'll get a better chance of getting something good. So let's do that. We're going to do one more spear. See if we can find something cool. Counterspell. Easy choice, right? And actually, this is a really great... I'm going to take a screenshot here because this is a really good selection. So we already have Battle Thrill 2. Counterspell, I think, is the easy choice. Killing a boss or mini-boss with a unit with this faction has a 10% chance of removing a negative effect. Amazing. Okay. A negative effect from one unit. And stunning one unit on the opponent's side for 15 seconds. That's worthwhile. Enchanted Monster is also pretty worthwhile. Killing a monster with a unit from this faction has a 4% chance of summoning a monster. I like that. But I think stun is better than summoning another monster. So we're going Counterspell. Easy choice, okay? I think Counterspell is a really great idea. So we're going to apply that. Thank you. And I'm going to keep that Counterspell for right there. Let's see if we want to change. So if you look, you can see that maybe it's easier to see if I back out of here. Oh, hold on. So we're going to back out of here real quick. But you can see that Counterspell is an epic, right? It's kind of pink. And Battle Thrill is blue. So it's kind of like a rare, right? So let's keep going with it might be Wrath, not Battle Thrill, whatever. So let's keep going with our mage robes. 200 each time. We could do 4 more if we wanted to. I'm probably not going to, but let's do another one. Change enchantment. We've got Wrath 2. I think Wrath 2 is good. We might very well keep it, but let's keep trying. And we've got another Counterspell. So you know what? I'm going to go Counterspell here. I'm going to keep Counterspell. Now we've got 2 different ones here that can get rid of negative effects. And when you're going up against those tricky decks that are spamming you with stun and shaman and witch and this and that, and Counterspell is going to come in handy. And stun is also going to come in handy on your opponent's side. So I think that's an easy choice. But we've still got a couple more. It's at a 13. It's a level 13. I think the only 2... Let's see, before we go into this, before we finish out with a couple more here, let's just determine which enchantments would I actually give up Counterspell. So Counterspell is right there. Morally Gray. Damage dealt by the faction is increased when the other hero is used. I don't think I would go Morally Gray over Counterspell. Generosity. You'd get that mana back. I would probably go Generosity if I got the option. Counterspell 2 and Pocket Curse. I would obviously go over Counterspell 2, and Pocket Curse is just super, super annoying. So let's take a peek. Those are the only couple that we would do. Why not? We've got 650. Let's do... I'm really never going to get one of my amulets to legendary anytime soon. It's not even on my list. And like I said, it's such a slow burn with these other 2. Anytime I can level up my mage robes or my spear, I do it immediately. So I don't think there's like a whole reason to hold on. I'm trying to think if I want to go 1 more time or 2 more times. 1 more time will be 450. 2 more times will be 250. Let's do 2. Let's do 1 more and then we'll figure it out. Another enchantment. Here we go. Battle Thrill, Enchanted Monster 2. Ooh. So we do have Enchanted Monster 2. You guys decide in the comments. Let me know in the comments. Would you choose Enchanted Monster 2 or would you keep Counterspell? Killing a monster with a unit with this faction has a 6% chance of summoning a monster. An enchanted monster to the opponent's side. Enchanted monsters can't be slowed. I'm still very much inclined to keep Counterspell. I really am. Is it the right decision? You know what? It's always going to depend on your deck, right? I don't think if I'm going up against an opponent and I'm in over my head, they're supposed to win, right? Depending on account level or whatever. I don't think extra monsters will give me that advantage on his board. However, stun on his board and fewer negative effects on my board could potentially give me that advantage. So I'm going to keep Counterspell. I'm going to continue, and let's just do one more. It's kind of fun to do it anyway. 450, might as well. Let's do it. Ooh, and we did get Pocket Curse. Oh, no. And we've got, wow, let's take a picture of that. Man, we've got, you know what we've realized already is, so I've switched the enchantment there, I don't know, maybe 5 times, maybe 10 times over the course of the whole time it's been around, right? You got to go Pocket Curse. Gotta go Pocket Curse, fellas. It's the only legendary one that we would have. We already have Counterspell on the other side. You know what? To be perfectly honest, I haven't even brought this up, but so this one is for my Inquisitor, and the other one is Dark Domain. So it would be for this one's Kingdom of Light for my Inquis. The other one is Dark Domain for my Cultist primarily. So Counterspell is great for the stun on the other side. That doesn't really matter. But the cleansing, Cultist already cleanse, Inquis already cleanse. Right? Right? We can all agree on that. There's not really a bunch of other cards that I play necessarily for a really great deck. It would be those other cards that I play that don't have that ability. So Hunter this past week or Crystalmancer. Is Crystalmancer dark? So it's still dark. What is Kingdom of Light? What is in Kingdom of Light that's not Inquisitor that I would play that I would actually try and like win games with? Pyro? Gargoyle? Few and far between. Pocket Curse, when a unit of this faction kills a boss at the end of the round, the opponent's unit is cursed, reducing the merge rank after 5 seconds. A second unit is cursed with a 25% chance. The curse disappears with the unit is merged in this tile. You got to go Pocket Curse. We got to go Pocket Curse. I'm taking a screenshot of that. I've taken too many screenshots. Fellas, you heard it here first. Game by the beach. Seal of approval. Pocket Curse. You're going to have to stay tuned for the next video when we show off our new equipment. But I hope this brought you guys a little bit more knowledge on how enchantments work, the thought process that I go through with them, and hopefully now you know why or why not you're getting good equipment and good enchantments and bad enchantments. It depends on your card level. You got to go for the Counterspell, I think is great. The increased damage ones, not super thrilled about. But again, if you guys are at all curious, knowledge base, scroll down a million times. Go to enchantment effects. I'm all for enchanted monsters in certain decks. Okay, if you're rocking, robot or something, it could be super annoying. I think abundance is really good. Counterspell is the way to go. Everyone's rocking Counterspell, and Pocket Curse is just super freaking annoying. But fellas, that is going to be the end of this YouTube video. If you enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll check you guys out in tomorrow's video.